Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll get started on our next multiplayer matchup. We're going to be playing on the Field of Skulls. It's a strategic command objective with a 2,000 point army. I'm going to be playing as the Orcs because I want to play around a little bit more with our little motorcycle hero, and we are going to be playing against the Tyranids. It's an 80 point target, 8 turn limit. I'm not totally happy with the War Trike, but I'll keep trying to get some matches. It's actually kind of ironic. When I do tend to do fairly well with it, my opponents keep trying to leave the match, so hopefully that won't happen here. But got the Death Killer War Trike here. I've got 2 Weird Boys to be able to buff up our guys. There's really only the standard equipment for the War Trike. I've got 2 Pain Boys to give us bonus HP, 2 Death Dreads to try to boost up their effectiveness, 3 Shooter Boys, 4 Burner Boys, and then 2 War Bikers with just their deck of guns here. So that way I should hopefully be able to fight off whatever the Tyranids bring, whether it be high tier units or kind of a swarm build here. So I gotta keep these Death Dreads in cohesion so we don't end up getting ourselves into trouble. Now our increased movement ability does have a cooldown, so we can't really use it yet. But I'm going to try to set these guys all off on their own situation here. So hopefully we can then boost them up the following turn and just help us get into combat a little bit quicker. We'll see how it goes. I think the range of it's pretty decent. So let's just get you up to here. I don't think there's any reason to waste your movement if I'm not going to use it right away. And then we'll just get these guys up to here, so they'll be close to getting into position. Now the Pain Boys are a little bit behind, and they ideally need to be up a little bit more to buff up the HP, but I should be safe from any engagements. This will give us an additional movement, but then it's gonna make the accuracy be very bad, which is always kind of difficult because these vehicles are all meant to be more range. Just run these guys all around here. That should be good. So we've got our abilities up here. We'll walk you up to here.
What now?
And try to walk these guys up this way. And then hopefully we can boost up some movement with our abilities, because the movement should help either vehicles or infantry. So you got that. And now we'll just keep moving guys forward. And then we can use your increased evasion to get you all the way over to here. So hopefully you should be able to capture that point next time.
What's not on fire?
And then these guys are just all running over here.
Ready to saw bones. The old ways is best.
Question is how far do I put you? I guess that should be fine. Shouldn't really have any momentum yet to be lost by not using up your action points. Alright, so we got the war bike here. I think I'm actually just going to maybe set them off over, well, could be nice to use them to soak up Overwatch too.
Well, maybe. Red ones, go faster!
Alright, let's get the Death Dreads to move up.
Clunk it over. Death Dreads.
Alright, I could set these guys up on Overwatch. Oh, I forgot that's a ledge there. So that was kind of some bad moving on my part.
Red ones, go faster!
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I could have been further up here.
We even shoot quicker.
Well, we'll see if he gets over here, I guess. And now if I set these guys on Overwatch, then I'm going to lose that momentum that I gave him.
Clunk it over.
So that kind of defeats the purpose. But it would be nice to set up that, because I think the orc should have enough to get their gargoyles over here.
Fire up, boss.
Assuming he's using gargoyles.
Sure thing, boss.
But most players will.
I knows you's looking at me. What now?
Probably overkill, but let's just use your ability now since you're there. Alright, so the gargoyles are moving up. This Hive Tyrant's moving up.
Ah, something new to kill. New beauties over there. Be with you in a minute.
Alright, he's got oh, nope, not Turvagons. He must have Biovores back there because he's popping down spores.
What's that over there?
Ooh, did he really leave his Hive Tyrant that far up into the open? Because if he did, I am going to be able to totally destroy that. I thought maybe it was just a bug. But no, I really do have access to his Hive Tyrant. Now, what I can do is I can move you over to here. The one ability this guy has that's actually pretty good is he has a very powerful charge ability. And so we should be able to run over to here. And this should kill everybody that's in the squad. So that's good. Unfortunately, it didn't take that spot from him, because I was hoping that if I got next to it, then I should be able to kill both of these gargoyles. Oh, I guess his flamer is considered a heavy flamer, so it's still able to kill a gargoyle squad even at half hits. So that's good. We'll finish these guys off. Alright, yeah, I was going to say, maybe that's overly optimistic. We may not actually be able to take out the gargoyles with a single attack there. Now, we do have the Hive Tyrant over here, and this guy's worth 400 points, so if I can kill him, which should not be too difficult, that means I should have killed over a quarter of his army.
Moving our substantial riches out. Orcs is the best, and us flash kits are the best.
Let's move you down. We've got a 50% chance to hit. Let's just get the bonus attacks here. Nice. Alright, I could run up and get you into melee, I guess.
Clunk it over.
I can't believe that I moved these guys onto the ledge and put myself in this compromised position.
Clunk it over.
Alright, 75% chance to hit.
What's not on fire?
Can run these guys up and capture this point over here. Not sure what he has. Honestly, I think I want to get the flash gets over here. Because if I can just kill this Hive Tyrant, I should pretty much have guaranteed my win already. Because I've taken out 2 gargoyles, almost took out a third. So that's, you know, 90 points there. More than 90, since it's almost 3. Plus 400 here. So yep, that's huge.
If we have to.
So that's well over a quarter of his points are gone already.
What is it?
Let's hide you behind the Death Dreads.
Getting warmer, warmer.
And let's start running you up to here. Because that should give most of our guys the bonus HP. I can run you up to here. Or I can just fall back and make him come to us.
What's not on fire?
Set up some overwatches.
Ready to saw bones. Fired up, boss.
Alright, I think we pretty much have this on lockdown. I kind of hate to waste your attack to kill those spore mines, but I also don't want to give him range that, or vision that he shouldn't have.
Here they come.
So let's just put you over here and hope that he comes and attacks us. And tries to capture that point. And honestly, given how well this is going, I think I just run these guys up to here. And capture this. Yeah, so he's got a couple of gargoyles over here as well. So maybe what I'll do is just run these Burner Boys down here. And if he tries to capture this point back from me, then we can just flame him down.
I think I can stitch that back.
And I can run you up to here.
If you say
And
so.
that should give bonus HP to everybody. So then he's got to decide if he's going to kill my Pain Boy or not.
The old ways is best.
Maybe we bring you over to here just to keep you safe in case he's got guys hiding over there. Alright, so he's trying to run away. We suppressed him. So those guys are gone. He's got the gargoyles. Killing those guys. He's sending over the rest of his gargoyle army here. But they shouldn't be able to get the kill, if anything, really. I mean, I guess they could poison me, but... Oh, he ends up conceding, so I guess the curse of me getting a decent play with our killer trike, or whatever it's called, again continues. But we were gonna have a pretty solid win there. I mean, he had those gargoyles all batched together, so we were gonna just be able to run in there and flame them down on the following turn here. So we killed 5 gargoyles, 2 spore mines, and the Hive Tyrant. So I think each one of those gargoyles is like 40 points, so that's 200, 600 points. So yeah, we've already killed almost a third of his army. So the Death Killer War Trike got 100% melee, 100% range, as it should, since it's got that charge attack and the flamers. Obviously, the Weird Boy Pain Boys didn't get off any attacks because they weren't doing much. The Death Dreads did pretty pitiful with their range, but that's because I had them buffed up with the War Trike ability, which lowers their range to begin with. So a little disappointing there. Definitely could have been a little bit better. But it's good to know that that's considered a heavy flamer. I kind of remember that being the situation. The Flash Skits had mixed success, but that's because they were also shooting at suboptimal ranges, so I could get additional shots. So whether that was smart, I don't know. The Burner Boys had 2 kills, but they have flamers, so we'd expect them to have 100% accuracy. So I think the other player said he was just kind of playing around with a new build here. I definitely had some sloppiness with my movement here. I forgot that they have those cliff overhangs here, which are nice when you're fighting a melee force and you want to be able to just keep shooting into them, making them walk around you. But I just keep getting myself into situations where I'm moving and then I can't take full advantage of the movement bonuses with our Death Dreads because I keep getting them into weird positions. That happened on my last game that I was using that War Trike with as well. I got kind of mixed feelings. It's like, do you end up using your, after you use that ability to help you move, do you just move and get them there and skip the Overwatch and then have you save the momentum with the hope that you'll then be able to use that momentum to increase your attack damage the following turn? Or do you set them up at Overwatch with the lower accuracy and then also then lose that momentum that you've gained? So I'm not sure the most optimal way of doing it. I suspect it's probably be just to move and not have the Overwatch, but then with the Death Dreads, having the 2 of them together is just so powerful because they're getting bonus attacks, and then if they're buffed up with the Weird Boy, then they're getting more damage as well. And they just have so many shots on their Overwatch that can squad wipe a lot of guys and do some pretty decent damage. Now, this is a pretty classic example of overreach by the opponent. I've done this several times with the Hive Tyrant, and it just feels absolutely terrible when that happens because he's just so expensive. And then, you know, with only having 20 evasion and being a flyer, there's really no cover bonus. It's just sitting there flopping in the wind. So if you use that weird boy and have that blindness ability, not only does it reduce their accuracy, but it also brings down the evasion, allowing you to snipe them out from afar and do more damage. Now, I think he was probably going for a warrior pyrovore build with the hope that he'll be able to easily just blow up all my infantry from range and then pop down some spores to make me waste attacks. But overall, it just didn't pay off because of that overextension. Now, it would have been much more interesting had he not overextended the Hive Tyrant, but I think he was not expecting me to have closed the distance so quickly. Now, I don't think just the single movement increase was really helping us that much, but it definitely did a little bit for us, because not only do the Def Mob's ability give you increased shots or melee damage, but it also gives you one movement or two if you have all three together, and that can help them get into combat a lot further than what you'd expect, because those Def Dreads really can move quite a bit more than you'd expect. And then you throw on that move ability with the Def Killer War Trike there, and then all of a sudden you're talking about having 7 movement, and you can really get across the map and do some good damage there. I think, you know, the War Trike still doesn't feel great to me. I think what I'll do is I'll make a video about my recommended changes to the orcs, and I have some thoughts about how to make it better. I mean, it's definitely not a bad unit. It's just the fact that it's more expensive than the War Boss does not feel good, because I feel like the War Boss definitely does a lot more. You know, he buffs up all of your melee units, and then there's no debuffs. He's got an excellent ranged weapons, and then he's one of the most powerful melee fighters in the game. And yes, your War Trike has the Heavy Flamer, which is a great attack, but it also has a cooldown. He has a great charge ability, but that has a cooldown. And then he also has the move ability, whatever it's called. That's not obviously the name of it, but it's the equivalent of that. But it has a cooldown. So I almost wish that wasn't on a cooldown, so you could use it right away at the start, and then you can use that to just juice your guys right away and not have to worry about kind of balancing that momentum or not. But maybe that's going to be too powerful with all their war bikes and things like that. Honestly, I'd like to just see a passive ability with Def Killer War Trike, which would be kind of fun if he gave like all your bikers around him or something. It would give them some increased damage, but the war bikes are also very, very good. But it'd be just kind of fun to have them be like the war boss of the motorcycle clans. I'm trying to think of what they're called. Speed Boys. And that could be kind of a fun mechanic as well. It's just the way he is. He's got utility, but it just doesn't seem to work out very well. He does a lot of things well, but I don't think he does one thing real great. And then he's able to get sniped down very easily the following turn. And so investing all those points into him just doesn't feel great. So I definitely have had many matches where I've been playing around with him where he doesn't pay for himself. And then, like I said, whenever I kind of do decent with them, my opponent tends to just quit. So I don't like uploading videos like this normally, but I think the only videos I've uploaded with the Def Killer War Trike have been pretty abysmal. So I gotta at least have one video where he seems to do okay, but he's definitely not going to be the backbone of one of my builds, just with how expensive he is right now. It just doesn't seem worth it. So with that, it's a bit of a shorter video today. I'm going to call it quits. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.